in the shade Dark. First, I'm going to do my body, so I'm going to apply the tanner directly onto the mitt. I recommend that you apply the tanner in circular motions, back and forth until you completely cover the area. You can also see that this mousse has an instant tint to it, so this is going to make an easy, foolproof application. Using a self-tanner that has a tint to it, such as this one, is perfect to make sure that you tan every inch of your body. That way you're not leaving any streaks or missing any areas. You'll notice this product also applies and blends very easily. I have tried many self-tanners out there, and I have a few favorites, including TanCeuticals. I was so happy when I did first start using this tanner. It has a light coconut scent to it. The smell is extremely light and fresh, so while the tanner is drying, it is a very pleasant, light smell. Another reason I love this tanner is how quickly it dries and that it's not sticky. So I can apply this before bed and wear loose-fitting clothes and not worry about the clothing or bedding sticking using the TanCeuticals Dark Face and Body Self-Tanners. You can see it leaves a very natural, sun-kissed brown tint to the skin. It is not orange. It's a very smooth, natural, gorgeous color without any streaks. I recommend the TanCeuticals Self-Tanner to anyone who is looking for an affordable and safe year-round glow. This is an easy routine to keep up with. Again, this tanner will last you about a week before you need to reapply. So that is everything for my current and
just coming out of the winter, so it's super cold, so how else are we gonna maintain our beautiful glow except for with self-tans? So a bunch of like common tanning self-tan brands that I've tried throughout the years are Bondi Sands, Loving Tan, Saint Tropez, even the $10 drugstore self-tan from Shoppers Drug Mart or Walmart. I've tried all of these throughout the years and I've really found that this one that I found is the absolute best solution. So I use the self-made self-tanning mousse in extra dark, and the colors I'm extra. I'll be linking the Instagram and the website and everything down below so you can check it out for yourself. But I really love this formula, and it also has a lot of all-natural ingredients in it. It comes out in a foam and it comes out really, really dark, and I like that because you can see where you're applying it. I don't really like when self-tan, you can't see the color, just because like it makes it really confusing, and then it usually comes out streaky. So some tips for not getting any streaks on your body, I would say make sure you're in a well-lit room and that you have a mirror. You're gonna want to have exfoliated like at least 24 hours before you do your tan, and you're also going to want to shower like 12 hours before, as well as moisturize. I always make sure that I moisturize beforehand. Like you can see already that I'm already like a nicer bronze glow, but it develops over time. So I really recommend keeping your tan on for, I would say, like a good 8 hours, but that's just because I really like it to develop and darken to as dark as it will be. And honestly, don't worry if you get like here, I have some on my bathing suit. Don't worry if you get it on your bathing suit, it'll totally wash off. It's another great thing about this. So I actually found the self-tan through an Instagram account. It is a local brand from Toronto. Again, I'm gonna say again that this video is not sponsored. I just absolutely love this self-tan. But yeah, it's a local brand and I had always wanted to try it, and then I finally got around to ordering it and I absolutely fell in love with it. It is literally the best self-tan I've ever tried. So yeah, like I said before, I have sensitive skin, so you can kind of see on my neck that there's some dry spots, and you can kind of see here on my arm that it's like a little bit darker than the rest. There is no need to be concerned if this happens to you. I always make sure that I moisturize these areas well beforehand, but obviously like they still absorb the color more because they are more dry. So I found that with this brand of self-tan, as soon as I wash off in the shower, I end up being completely even color. It doesn't really hang on to the dry spots, so that's really good. I'm gonna be showing you guys a life hack to tanning your back. I always struggle, I don't know if you can see, I always struggle with tanning my back. So I take a comb or a hairbrush and I stick it on the self-tan mitt, and then because I don't have like a back self-tan brush, and then I just take a hair elastic and tie it around. I know this is like ridiculous and it looks crazy. And then you can literally use this and tan your entire back. It's like such a good hack. So like, as you can see, I reached all those areas that I really would not have been able to reach without my little mitt hack. This helps so much, especially like if you live by yourself or you don't have someone that can help you apply your tan on your back. So probably my favorite thing about this tan is that you can put it on your face. Now this is kind of like what I struggled with finding with other tanning brands. I found that no matter what, I wasn't able to put the tan on my face. For Bondi Sands, Loving Tan, Saint Tropez, all of those would literally either wash off really fast because I wash my face the most, like twice a day, and I use like all sorts of cleansers and creams. And I also found that those made me break out. I have really sensitive skin and I either will get a rash or break out, and with this I have not broken out. And I was like creeping the Instagram and reading all the reviews of this brand, and the owner of the brand said she wanted to develop a tan that you could use on your body and your face as well. And I think that's like the biggest selling feature of the self tan. So I always put like a tiny drop onto the mitt and then I rub it into my face. I also do my ears just so that my ears aren't like a totally different color. My forehead. I'm also gonna put it a bit in my hairline just because my hairline always ends up a lot lighter. Now, before I end this video, I just wanted to show you guys how I contour my face using self tan. So I take a little foundation brush and a little fluff brush. Just put a tiny bit of the self tan on the foundation brush. I kind of like pat that onto my mitt. And then I just find the natural cheekbone and I paint it on like so. Now we'll do the other side. And guys, don't be worried if you feel like, oh my god, it's so dark or it looks a little silly, because once you wash it off your face, like it's gonna look totally natural and give you the look. If you have like such a natural, nice bone structure in your face. I don't have good bone structure really in my face. I just have kind of like a very soft facial structure, so I really like to do this because it eliminates the need for any like excessive contour or makeup. I never like got into contouring my nose. Anyways, so yeah, so you might think like it looks a little bit aggressive and harsh, but I promise you once your tan develops and then you wash it off, like it's gonna look totally natural and it's gonna give you like this flawless no makeup look without actually wearing any makeup. Like, okay, so now we're just gonna leave all of this to sit for 8 hours and then we are going to wash it all off.
Okay, so before I apply my self tanner on my body, I grab some lotion and my hands, and also I apply the lotion on my knees. I want the ultra dark, but it's okay. I sometimes apply it twice. So I apply it all over my body and then I wait around 30 minutes and then come back and apply it again if I'm feeling a little bit darker. But I think today I'm just gonna apply it one time. I have the mitten to just apply it, you know. I wash my mitten every single time. Well, after each use, I always wash my mitten to, you know, just stay sanitized and, you know. Anyway, so I'm just gonna shake it up. And I don't have a specific way that I like to start. I like to leave my elbows and knees for last, as well as my hands. Okay, so last thing for me to go over is my hands, and I am not applying any more foam to my mitten. I am just going with whatever is left on my mitten, and I'm just gonna apply it to my hand so it's not as harsh. And for everything to blend in. And I don't like that my face is so pale. Yes, I did add the face drops, but they do take a minute. So what I'm gonna do is, again, with the mitten, I'm not adding any more product. I'm just gonna rub it on my face a little bit. Okay, and that is it. And what I do is I just keep it through the night. It is currently 10:28, so I'm just gonna wash it off in the morning and just take a shower and do all that good stuff. But look at the difference that it made already. I know it's not gonna be this dark. It is gonna fade a little bit, but it's looking so good. And I get so happy when I'm tan, so this is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed and liked my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.